Hi, my name is Eric Wilson. I'm an independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next 67 minutes, I'm going to show you the inside story in this 2019 Hyundai Elantra so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the front left tire, you've got about 70 to 80%, about 60% tread on all season radio. So down a bit, but definitely still lots of life left. Now coming behind the front left tire, sorry. This is your outer CV boot. Now it's full of grease. If it was ripped, you'd see grease all over the place. So that is good. That's intact, doing its job. This is the lower ball joint, and it is tight and critical because it holds the wheel to the chassis. You've got on brakes. You've got about 30,000 K left on the front brakes. And I'll give you another shot here. Now, this is the left outer tie rod. This is the most important thing in the entire car because it's the only thing that holds the wheel to the steering, and it is tight. This is your sway bar link connected from here up to there. A little harder to see, but again, connected, doing its job. In a shot of the inside. Okay, now this is your inner CV boot there, and again, full of grease. If it was ripped, you see it dripping all over the place. More importantly, you would see oil all around inside that where the axle comes up, because that is a leak point. So that is good and dry, which is good because nobody wants leaks in their driveway. Okay, coming in on the rear left tire, again about 60% tread on all season radios, so lots of tread left. Coming behind the front left tire, this is your this is your left shock. Now it's full of oil. If it was leaking, you see it dripping all the way down here. So it's not, and that's good intact. Your left spring suspension, good intact, no issues. Brakes, you've got about 20,000 K on the rear brakes. Now, very clean under here, okay? Like no rust, no surface rust. Yeah, very clean, no rust that I can see, and looking good so far on the rear left and front side. Okay, coming in on the front right tire, about 60% tread on all season radios, and the straw is free, by the way. Now, coming behind the front right tire, first thing I want to point out is your outer CV boot, good and clean, no drips. Your lower ball joint is tight. Brakes about 30,000 K on the front brakes. A little less on the rear than you have on the front, but definitely lots of brakes left. I'm not seeing any leaks, any drips, anything so far on the front right. Okay, now here's your right outer tie rod. Again, most important thing in the entire car because it is tight. This is your sway bar link connected from here up to there. Your inner, now just a shot of your inner CV boot here. A little harder to see, but I can get an angle here. Yeah, a little harder to see, but yeah, right there. If it was going to leak, you'd see it leaking right around there, and that is good and dry. So no leaks that I can see anywhere on this vehicle. Brakes are up, tires are up. So far, so good. Now, this is your front right strut, and if you follow that up, you see your suspension is intact. Now, again, these are full of oil, and if it was leaking, you'd see it dripping all around here. So that is not your front right suspension is good and intact. Just a quick shot of your rotors there. Now your rotors, you can see for yourself, very clean, which is good because you're not going to have any warpage issues because you've got about like 50% brakes left on the rear, but you're definitely not going to have any issues with brakes for quite a while. You have about 20,000 K. Coming behind the front right tire, this is your rear right tire. This is your shock, again, full of oil. If it was leaking, you'd see it dripping all the way down here. Your right rear suspension intact, doing its job. Brakes, 20,000 K. Your exhaust here, all stainless steel. No issues whatsoever that I can see. So far, so good. Okay, this is your left front strut. And again, if it was leaking, you'd see it dripping all down here. And you can see for yourself, good and clean. A little bit of dirt, but definitely no oil. And your spring suspension intact and doing its job. So suspension-wise, leak-wise, brake-wise, I'm not seeing anything of any issues so far. Okay, you've only got 73,840K, very low K. No cracks in your windshield. Nice looking dash. No check engine lights. Okay, what I'm just going to take you out and show you the condition of the motor now. Okay, with your motor running. And here's a shot of your motor with here's a shot of the exhaust with the motor running. Very, very clean. Now, on the motor, I'm not hearing anything of any concern whatsoever. And the one thing I always do is I take the oil cap off and I look for white goo. Now, which means that would be an indication of oil and antifreeze mixture together. And this is clean, very, very clean. So I am not seeing anything of any concern in this car whatsoever, brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, tire-wise, in any way, shape, or form. So hopefully this will help you make an informed decision. Now, in addition to, and not only that, but Manny is also prepared to give you a tech video on any of his vehicles. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be doing the tech video on every single vehicle he's got because he's simply got nothing to hide. In addition to that, if you buy the vehicle, I am going to put on, no cost, a 10% fuel savings on your car. I've done it for 20 years. It never fails. It works forever. In addition to that, I'm also going to put on a cat theft protection system. I mean, nobody's going to steal your cat because I'm going to protect it with a simple system I put together, and this costs you nothing. Simply ask Manny. If you buy the vehicle, he'll come to you. I'll come. Bring the vehicle to me. I'll do it for you. It won't cost you a penny. Hopefully this will help make an informed decision, and have a good one. Thank you very much.